So this is Jeff Hamrick again at the University of San Francisco's Financial Analysis Program. I'm going to talk for a minute or two about implementing the Broich-Pagan test for heteroscedasticity using Stata. So it's a fairly simple procedure. In a number of regards, it's a little bit simpler than running the Durbin-Watson test. The resulting test statistic you get is a chi-squared statistic with a certain number of degrees of freedom. So let's check it out. I'm going to rebuild here really quickly the model involving the electric bill. So I'll start by just regressing. I don't need to declare a time variable. I don't need to declare it to be a time series data set. So I'm just going to regress the quantity of interest, which is the amount of bill in dollars, against some independent variables that are potentially of interest, like heating degree days, cooling degree days, number of family members, and these dummy variables right here. And we already know that this particular regression model suffers from serial correlation. And so there's probably a commingling effect between serial correlation problems and heteroscedasticity problems as well. But nonetheless, I just want to take a minute to ignore the serial correlation problems and focus on the heteroscedasticity diagnostic check. So what you do is you simply execute the regression, and then you type the command het test, not get, but het test for heteroscedasticity test, and you test all of the variables that you want to regress the squared fitted residuals against in the Broich-Pagan test. So very typically that's all of the x variables, and because it's understood that the y variables will be the squared fitted residuals, you don't put in a y variable this time. So I'm just going to do het test and the x variables that I used in the original regression. That was heating degree days, cooling degree days, number of family members, and the 3 dummy variables in the data set. So you then press enter to execute the test. And what do we get here? Let's check it out. So you get a chi-squared distribution that has a certain number of degrees of freedom. It's 6 degrees of freedom. Notice that we have a total of 7 parameters in the original model. If we exclude the intercept, the number of remaining parameters that we have to estimate is 6. And that's where this 6 comes from in the chi-squared distribution of interest. So the Broich-Pagan test produces a chi-squared test statistic with 6 degrees of freedom when the null hypothesis of no heteroscedasticity is satisfied. That test statistic in this particular case is 33.51, and Stata automatically computes the p-value for this particular statistical test for us. It's 0 to 4 decimal places, and so we can very soundly reject the null hypothesis of homoscedasticity. At least one of these x variables is the residuals, the variance of the residuals increases as a function of at least one of these x variables, and possibly more than one of these x variables. So we've got 2 problems with this particular data set, a serial correlation problem and a heteroscedasticity problem. During the next class lecture, we'll talk about fixing these problems. It's possible that when we fix, let's say, the serial correlation problem, the results from this heteroscedasticity test will change somewhat. I'm a little dubious of that, but it's a possibility, since sometimes having bad residuals for multiple reasons, if you fix one of the problems with the residuals, you may or may not automatically fix some other problems with the residuals. So that's all we're going to do right now with this particular diagnostic check. This is how you use the Broich-Pagan test in Stata. Thanks for listening.